Hey everybody, so I'm sitting here in the lovely Actors Church here in London, and I am interviewing two men today about their project that is going on at the moment here in London. Lee Durnford and Steve Moss. Lee is the brains behind it all, and Steve is the musical director. So I'm going to ask them a few questions. We're doing a socially distanced interview. They're over there, I'm over here. So we're keeping our distance, and I'm working off two cameras. Okay. I'm going to first ask Lee a double-barreled question. And that question is, why and how did this project come to life?
What a question. Okay, so I've got a friend who's in the West End. He just came out of one of the main shows. I think it was Rock of Ages or Rock You, one or the other. I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
So apologies, Paul. And I was talking to him one Friday night and said, "How are you doing?" And obviously he was down. He was becoming a painting and decorator at the time. I think he still does do that. And I said, "Isn't anybody doing anything for you?" I've seen things, but not a lot. He said, "No, not really." So I said, "Okay, leave that with me." And all of a sudden, I had this thought: West End waiting. So I said, I'll start this group, Paul. I want you to be my first member. I want you to then invite some friends along to join. It's going to be a private group. It was really important that it was private. So I would gather all those people that knew other people that knew other people.
Yeah.
Never thought that I would wake up to 1,000 members in the morning, 5,000 members about 4 hours later, and then 10,000 members by Monday. So in 48 hours I had 10,000 people.
Yeah, as a community, I think we're very, very much of a family. So that doesn't surprise me, that happened. How have you managed to put this together? It's not been a huge amount of time, has it, since it was all born?
No. I started the group at the beginning of September for the sole reason of getting everybody together and talking, and then perhaps doing a massive flash mob. It's been complex over the last 3 or 4 weeks, because we've had to deal with the numbers of people that want to do things and take their voice clips and things like that. And at the beginning I didn't have a clue about how to do it, so I reached out to We Make Events, I had left a very quick message with Gary White of We Make Events, and said, could you help us with the logistics of this, putting something on in London. My original idea being a massive flash mob thing in Hyde Park, because Winter Wonderland wasn't taking place. He said that might be a bit tricky. I said, no, that's fine. What do you suggest? So we then had our first meeting with We Make Events, and it started on from there. They suggested that I get an MD on board, a producer, stage managers, then choreographers. But of course, when COVID sort of started getting a bit more serious through September and October, we had to sort of knock the head of the choreographers, unfortunately.
So talking about MDs, that's where Steve's going to come in. Steve, what was it that drew you to this project? How did you get involved?
Well, I very kindly got an invite from somebody to Lee's page, his group on Facebook, and you're always intrigued to see who's on it, and I noticed that pretty much I knew lots of people on it.
Yeah.
So I thought this is obviously a good place to come.
Yeah.
And so I joined the group, and then Lee was mentioning about his meeting with We Make Events, looking for other people such as stage managers and choreographers and musical directors. So I had a fair bit of time on my hands, like many other people, so I answered the call of looking for a musical director, and Lee very kindly chose me to help him.
There's been 3 of the 4 flash mobs done so far.
Yep.
The final one is tomorrow. Obviously this video will come out afterwards, but I will be including some clips just over the last couple of days that I've filmed. How do you both feel? Like you're almost there now. How do you feel about it? How's it been?
I'll answer that question first, and you can go ahead, Steve. I'm elated. I'm amazed at the support we've had from the performance industry in London, and I just feel amazed that they're willing to give their time. But as Steve quite rightly said, you have a lot of time. The theatres are closed, or partially some of them, and I just feel amazed that they've come forward and helped with this first project that we're doing at West End Waiting. And there's plenty more to come. I won't spoil it on this video, but we have a few other projects in the pipeline which I'm sure some of the members will get involved with.
And Steve, what about you? Has it reached those peaks that that you hoped it would for you?
Having been at all the 3 flash mobs this week and seeing Lee's incredible hard work paying off, with everyone else involved as well, that it was a real treat.
For you, Lee, I know you said your friend, you spoke to your friend, but this is a pretty big feat to try and take on. Were you aware of what you were doing when you started? When you first started, did you realise what it was going to be?
I'm a project manager, so I'm not afraid of hard work at all, and organising things. I organise big teams of people to do things, so that's normal to me. What I didn't, I suppose, envisage was having to communicate on such a level with so many people in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
The team, Steve's been fantastic, the amount of work he's been put into it, and I've just left Steve to do what he does best, obviously, because that's his profession and he's fantastic at it. And what he put together was just put together by Steve and a couple of associates. So I didn't really have any of that stress, but what I had was taking on the amount of people that I had to talk to and communicate with and make sure that they all 99% of the time knew what was going on all the time. So yes, I knew what I was taking on, but the communication side of things has become quite heavy over the last 2 or 3 weeks, because as we get closer to the mob, it's become a lot more pressure.
And Steve, this is probably more directed to you. When I saw the first one, the first one I saw was on Wednesday. It was really emotional to see people from the West End performing those songs that you and I and a lot of other people are used to hearing every day, regularly. What do you think the emotional impact has been for people from this project?
For a start, I think they've absolutely loved performing, just any opportunity to perform. And what better setting than Leicester Square, South Bank, Trafalgar Square, and the last one, which I won't say.
It's a big secret.
Yes. But no, seeing people at the end, they're just like, oh, can we do it again?
Yeah.
I just love doing that, and we tried to make the track a sort of roller coaster of all the not all the shows, but as many shows as we could do in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And we tried to keep them as a little 30-second segment, so we couldn't cover all the shows, unfortunately. But I think it's come out quite well, and I think the singers really love that journey through the shows. They're obviously quite emotional at the end, because this is what they used to do and they're not doing now. And they'll go home today, would have enjoyed doing what they did, and then probably just sit there and think, but tomorrow I'm not going to be able to do this, next week, the week after.
It's a tough time for everybody, with COVID, but the West End and Broadway and theatres all over the world, there's a group of people, creative people, that have this fire inside them, don't they, that just is so special and so important. And seeing what you guys have done just allows that flame to be lit again, so it's amazing to see. So thank you for speaking to me today. I am now going to include some clips of the last couple of days, and I will also include some clips of tomorrow, which hasn't happened yet. It gets very confusing doing YouTube. Thank you guys, I really appreciate you talking to me.
Thank you, Stephen.
And we will see you after this. Hey everybody, so this is the last day of West End Waiting, and I just wanted to show you the dedication and how amazing the West End people are. It is pouring down. It is absolutely, from the heavens. My umbrella's broken. It's got a dangerous piece of metal there. And I just wanted to turn my camera around and show you what these people are like, because they're amazing. Would you look at that? Here at Parliament Square, everybody with their raincoats and their umbrellas, and just here to do it again. It's absolutely amazing.
There's a clock on the wall and it's moving too slow. Some hours to heal and a lifetime to go.
And you don't even know it.
And I'm holding my breath till I hear the last bell.
And you don't even know it.
Then I'm coming out hard and I'm leaving there.
And you don't even know it. And you don't even know it. Good news. She is dead. The witch of the West is dead. The wickedest witch there ever was. The enemy of all of us, here it was. He's dead. Good news. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest light. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. The Phantom of the Opera. Beware the Phantom of the Opera. Please hear the Phantom of the Opera. Alexander Hamilton, just you are waiting, waiting for you. Just you can never back down, never learn to take your time.
I trusted him and me. I'm the damn fool that shot him.
There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait.
What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton.
Well everybody, I am soaking wet, my umbrella died, but it was amazing seeing all these people out in the rain, singing their hearts out and just reminding everybody how important the West End is, how important theatre is, and you know, shout out to the people that put this together, Lee, Steve and all the other people that, you know, worked so hard to make this happen. It was a success. And I'm sure there'll be more. I'm sure there'll be more to come. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. I'm going to go and take my wet jeans off and get warm. Once I'm inside, of course. I'm not going to do it outside because I would get arrested. Okay, take care everybody. Bye.